9-race program then at Happy Valley on a Wednesday night. Meeting number 69 of the season as well. We're on the A course for the 9, of which the action gets a little bit hotter towards the end of the night. Finish off with a really good Class 2. Pleased to say I'm joined as always by form analyst in Paul Alley and race caller Mark McNamara. Mark, what are you looking forward to on Wednesday night?
It's a really good meeting, Andrew. We've got a couple of known all-weather horses running on the turf this week. Class 2 early in the program, or Class 3 early in the program over 1650, and one of just 2 races over the 1650. The rest all for the sprinters, but it is a very, very good meeting. It is. Any short price favourites or jackpots we need to know about, Paul?
Yeah, a couple of really good jackpots there. 5.6 million going to the triple trio, so it should be a double figure return there for a single $10 unit. Looking forward to that one. And 3.3 million also going into the 6-up win bonus. So 2 really good jackpots to get interested in.
OK, all right. As far as the action is concerned, no Class 5 racing on a Wednesday night. We've got 1 scratching at this stage, and it's Noir Rider, who would have been some sort of chance as well in race number 3. It's a Class 4 1,000-metre dash. He's replaced by Circuit 7 and Caris Teton. First event on the programme is a Class 4 over the 1,200 metres, field headed by Colonel, runner-up to Spontaneous last time out, booming well on debut. Stayed on to finish 6th, that was over the 1,000 up in trip now. Little Bird from barrier 4 should roll forward from there. Happy Profit comes back for a bit of a freshen up. Down the field last, in actual fact, last time we saw him back in February. Zealous has been last on his 2 starts so far. We've got Noble Desire, 2nd and 4th on his last 2 goes here over the 1,200 metres. And E Honey had barrier 10 last time out, gets barrier 2 this time round, and Alexi Bedell. Speed-wise, Mark, what are we looking at?
Good to slow, Andrew, and importantly, Colonel, who's drawn barrier number 12, is anticipated to have the pace to get over. Happy Profit sits behind him. Taking you further, who's raced on the speed at a number of his starts recently outside them. Noble Desire and Little Bird booming well. E Honey, Oriental Amigo is the horse that may have to do it tough. He's out there 3 wide and back to Zealous, and Casa Kingdom with the blinkers on.
All right, now we'll get straight into the key races here then, Paul. And we'll start off with Colonel and that good run to finish 2nd last time out. And Master Albert, who was further back.
Yeah, he gets back and runs on. Now, the key with Colonel here is he drew 4. Prior to this, he'd drawn 12, 10, 12, 11, and on Wednesday night, he's drawn 12 once again. He struggled from those wide draws. It's just how much petrol he uses to get across. Master Albert, you can see he was disappointing in this race.
I had him on the short list for the top 4, Colonel, but just from barrier 12 with 133 pounds on his back, I just decided to go with one of the lighter weights in the top 4.
OK, that was Spontaneous winning that race. He certainly looks progressive. Booming well, Mark. Struggled, or seemingly struggled, in the early stages, 1,000-metre contest, but stayed on. Was quite eye-catching, I thought. He
was good. He was run off his legs, as you said, in the early part of the race, and gets an extra 200 metres this week. Good draw again. Had the 1 gate on debut. Joyful Win wins this race, and he's won numerous times lately. Joyful Win, extra 200 metres looks perfect for him, Paul.
Yeah, it does, and as long as he's learned a lot from start 1 to start 2, which I think he probably has, I've got him in the numbers.
OK, 2 more to consider here, and they are Noble Desire and E Honey, Paul. Neither of them too far away last time.
Yeah, look, I've got E Honey, and he's drawn really well now, so he should get a lot better run. You could see he was widest, he hit the line strongly. Noble Desire, now he's unfortunately drawn barrier number 10. He gets back anyway, but I just thought from E Honey, he's another younger horse who seems to be on the improve here.
You got them both in on a minor line, and as Paul said, barrier number 2 for E Honey makes a world of difference. He's just going to get a perfect trip, especially if he has the pace to hold the back of Colonel.
All right, and Showina winning that race, runs on Wednesday night as well. Our first favourite, though, Paul, wide open contest is Happy Profit.
And he's on top for me, Happy Profit. Look, 2 starts ago was a really good run from him when he ran a really nice the 2nd. Look, he was no good last time, but he had excuses. He had a 3 wide most of the way and just faded out late. So from barrier 7, I think he can get behind the pace. He's on top to beat the 12 E Honey with that lightweight. Booming well, we saw him in Colonel as well. 5, 12, 2 and 1.
It's the same top 3 as Paul, just a different order. Booming well, start number 2, extra 200 metres. Good draw, Matthew Chadwick for Dennis Ship to beat 5 Happy Profit. He's been up to Chung Fa. Just further to what Paul said about his run last time, he had mucus in the system too. E Honey from the good draw, and Noble Desire is consistent without winning. 2, 5, 12 and 11.
Very similar numbers from me. I've got 1 and 2 as the cue, though. The Colonel to beat Booming well in race number 1.